If I can snipe the Gastrodon, that would be pretty big. Caution retreats. I think Gastrodon makes a lot of sense. Yes. Okay. 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 Hit the power whip. Hit the power whip. Hit the power whip. This is really important to hit the power whip. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team is a bulky offensive rain team created by the 2017 World Champion with some really interesting tools with a Assault Vest Cinderace, a really bulky Yveltal Kyogre, a Seismitoad with Focus Sash, Tapu Koko, and Citrus Berry Hitmontop. It's a really unique team, and yeah, I have been playing a few games with it, and even I still don't understand it. I haven't exactly been doing well with this team, but maybe it could change. Maybe I still don't know how to play this team, but if you do want to try out the team, there's a rental code on your screen, and you can go check out the creator Ryota and the details of the team in the description down below. And I believe he did live stream this team on YouTube, so make sure you go check that out. But otherwise, yeah, we'll see how this team goes, because I don't know how to use it. But if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And let's get started and play some games. Zacian, Thundurus Incarnate, Groudon, Charizard, Incineroar, and Ferrothorn. Interesting. I was actually thinking about Ferrothorn on these Groudon, Charizard, Zacian teams earlier. But all right, that actually makes it really difficult, because is it? I mean, I have Cinderace, I guess, for the Ferrothorn, but Seismitoad would be decent against this team if it wasn't for the Ferrothorn. Although I'm not sure if it's actually going to have a grass move. That could be a problem here. So against this kind of team, what do I exactly like? Because Hitmontop doesn't have wide guard. It does have quick guard. Not really super useful in this matchup. Cinderace, damage-wise, can do a good amount. I do have to watch out for the Groudon, but I do want to bring the Cinderace here. Tapu Koko could be brought. I'm just not too sure of it, because it doesn't really accomplish much, and it's weak to the Zacian with the Behemoth Blade, and if it's faster, and Groudon here. So I don't know. I think I want to bring... Seismitoad. Seismitoad's actually really tempting, because it does do a really solid amount of damage here. Maybe I just like lead Seismitoad. I think lead Seismitoad's probably okay. Maybe Seismitoad Cinderace. Maybe I think this would be an obscure lead, but I think it works. I could probably bait out a certain max, I think, with these. Have Kyogre in the back. And yeah, I don't know if I'll max the Cinderace in this matchup, because I feel like I don't need to max Cinderace at all. I feel like it's only really useful for Ferrothorn specifically. So I could use that as a bit of a game plan here. Use the moves to bait in the Pokemon and the moves that want to, you know, try to eliminate the Pharaoh immediately. We're actually going to see Charizard and Thundurus. Is not one lead I was expecting here, but okay. We do lead the Cinderace plus the Seismitoad right here. Is this Thunder Wave, Defiant, or what kind of Thundurus is this? I think that's also a big question to note. I could go Kyogre here and just Liquidation. That actually might not be a bad plan here. It isn't, because there's no Gastrodon I have to worry about. There's no Storm Drain. I have no idea if this is support Thundurus or not, but I could see a Thunder Wave into this slot. I'd probably be okay with it. I think, you know what? I'm going to go for the Kyogre and the Liquidation play. If they go hard in the Ferrothorn, good play on their part. However, I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's that bad, because I could probably just... Well, I guess I do get Rain up for the Ferrothorn. Although I could pressure them a lot with like a Water Spout Max Quake play if I really want to. It just depends on if it's Iron Defense Ferrothorn, because I don't know if it's Iron Defense. It could be the Assault Vest Ferrothorn set. And if it's Assault Vest Ferrothorn, I definitely need to have the Cinderace around. We'll see. I'm going to try to bait out the Charizard Dynamax potentially. Maybe go for an Airstream or an Overgrow. And we'll find out right here. I'm hoping this is like Thunder Wave and like an Overgrow. That's like what I'm hoping for here. We are going to see a max come out, and that should be Charizard. If it's Thundurus, that's okay too. I really don't mind if it's Thundurus. Let's see. It is going to be the Charizard. Okay. Does Rain Boosted Liquidation even pick up the knockout onto Charizard? I guess we'll find out. I could have went for the max Geyser, I guess, to be safe. But I'm still doing a ton of damage to the Charizard at the end of the day. And I think that's a pretty okay trade-off. We are going to see a Thunder Wave, Scary Face. Okay. Is that in the Seismitoad? Ooh, I think they anticipated my Seismitoad coming in. All right. Is that an Overgrow? No, it's Wildfire. Okay. Into the Seismitoad slot. Why the Seismitoad? I mean, sure. Maybe they just want the Wildfire chip. Do they value the Wildfire chip way more than their max? I do eliminate the Charizard as expected with the Life Orb Liquidation in the rain. But... Wildfire chip is going to be annoying, but is that really worth it to them? I'm surprised. Okay. That's all right here. So Scary Face with the Thundurus. That means I want to bring out the Yveltal next, I think, because Groudon's probably coming in. If Ferrothorn comes in, I think I just go hard into, yeah, Groudon's gonna come in. I think because you have like Precipice Blaze or Max Quake Pressure, I think I'm just gonna go for a Liquidation into the I need chip on both. I think mainly the Thunderous is going to be an issue because of Scary Face, so I think I'm just going to go for damage into the Thunderous at this point. Or should I just protect and preserve numbers? Protecting to preserve numbers isn't that bad either, I suppose. Let's just go hard in the Yveltal here and go for the protect with Seismitoad, because I was thinking of getting Kyogre in, but maybe this upcoming turn I could go for Tailwind, for instance, with Yveltal, and then Water Spout the next turn, because or Max Geyser potentially. I just don't know if I'm Dynamaxing my Thunderous or my Cinderace in the matchup. We will just protect our Seismitoad here, as we're going to see a Eerie Impulse come out, target down the Kyogre and the Precipice Blade. So Yveltal perfect switching right here, as I take 0 damage this turn other than the Wildfire, and that's a completely okay trade-off here. And they didn't Dynamax the Groudon right here. Now, I definitely want damage here into the Thunderous slot, and I think I also want to go for a Tailwind right here. Yeah, I do want Tailwind. I'm pretty sure that my Yveltal is going to be bulky enough to live some hits here, unless they max one of their Pokemon, mainly the Groudon. And I'm hoping if that's the case, I am faster than my Yveltal. They do just go for a Thunderbolt straight with the Thunderous right here, as I am able to get Tailwind up. I am faster than the Groudon, perfect, so I am able to get that Tailwind up, and we are going to see a Liquidation come out into the Thunderous with the Seismitoad. Does a good amount of damage. -2 Water Spout might still do a good amount. A Rock Tomb going to come out actually into the Yveltal. Okay, that's a perfectly fine trade-off here for me, because sure, Seismitoad should live the turn. Yep, excellent. And now I can go out in a Kyogre here, and I think I dish out a Liquidation and a Water Spout, put on a lot of pressure here. Or I could switch out the Seismitoad if I really want to. And I am thinking of switching out Seismitoad just so I have the numbers game. And the Water Spout right here, dish out a ton of damage. My Kyogre should be faster than the Groudon. And I don't think Groudon wants to max under the Rain. I think Ferrothorn should be the last Pokemon. And I think Ferrothorn is coming in here. So I will just draw off a Water Spout. I'm expecting Eerie Impulse here and a swap to Pharaoh. That's what I would imagine, because I think you don't want your Groudon pressured with a Max Geyser. Let's find out though. We do see, yep, the Groudon does swap out. Perfect. Into, oh, it's Zacian in the back. Not the Ferrothorn, so no Ferrothorn brought here. Okay. This is still really good for me then. Perfect. Okay. Eerie Impulse going to be fired off, so I am going to be at -2 with the Kyogre. But this Water Spout's going to do a good amount of damage to that Zacian, and yeah, I'm really liking this position now. The Water Spout is going to come out, knock out the Thunderous. Good damage to the Zacian. Pyro Ball should be able to pick up the knockout into the Zacian at this range. The only problem is, can I beat the Groudon is going to be the question remaining here. Definitely possible, but I do have to watch out because I have very limited turns here. We're going to see the Groudon come in, and now this is where things get a little bit strange. Do I want to go for a there's like a lot of things I could do here. I could go for a Max Darkness combination if I want to. I could just fire off the Power Ball. I am under Tailwind, so I am faster than the Zacian here. I don't know if Zacian protects here. I think Groudon is going to max, and it has to max here. I just don't know what it's going to target down, if it's the Kyogre or if it's going to be the Cinderace. I think we're going to go for a Pyro Ball here. And I think we're going to target down, I think Zacian should protect here. If they go for a hard aggressive play, then it's going to hurt me. But I think I Pyro Ball the Groudon, and I think I go Seismitoad here. I think. Because I need heavy damage pressure, I think, with the Kyogre under the Rain. I think I have to sack the Seismitoad in the back. And yeah, we're going to see Protect coming out from the Zacian, but no Protect from the, or no Dynamax from the Groudon. Pyro Ball is going to do a lot of damage because this is Sun boosted. This should do like 60%. Or 50, 60, yeah. Precipice Blaze does come out, and Cinderace actually dodges, which makes this endgame a lot easier, I think, because now I can actually go for a Max Strike into Groudon and a Water Spout, and should be able to guarantee the win. If I went for another, let's see, if I went for a, if Cinderace went down and I brought in Kyogre, I think what I would have done here is go for a Max Geyser into the Zacian, and I think I still would have probably been very comfortable with winning this game. However, this I think just makes it a lot easier. I guess they just really want the Blades, because I guess they want to preserve all their turns of max, which is understandable. But yeah, this is definitely going to cost them, I think, this end game now, because I can easily just go for a Max Strike here, and I can go for a Water Spout. and I'll dish out a good amount of damage. Battle's gonna be forfeit because they do realize that I am able to pick up the win right here. So nice, able to get Hitmontop with Yveltal, which was really good for the speed advantage. I was able to get a really good KO onto their Charizard immediately, which I still have no idea why they went for the Scary Face into Wildfire specifically combination into the Seismitoad. Maybe they expected me to expect a grass move right there. I'm just not sure if that's the case, because I feel like most of the Charizards on that team have been starting to run the Ancient Power set for the Charizard Mirror, because opposing Charizard is actually really scary for the Sun team. So I wasn't really expecting the Overgrow, but maybe that's the reason why they went for a Scary Face, a Wildfire, because they want to guarantee the Wildfire. And if I did switch to Kyogre, at least they got that Wildfire chip damage off. And if they got the catch with a prediction on something of a switch, did I even have a grass type on my team? I don't even think I did, right? Not that I can think of. Yeah, so I guess I just want the Wildfire chip. Okay, I'd imagine it's probably support Thundurus on this team. It could be a Dynamax Thundurus. I think it's probably going to be Scarf Kyogre here. This matchup, jeez. Does this team have a positive one? Nope, I think it's very negative. I think it'd be very negative here. I think I want to go with Tapu Koko plus... It depends heavily on that Thundurus set, because I don't know if that's the fine Thundurus. I do think they're probably leaning Kingdra. I don't think they're going to go Thundurus here. So I think because Kingdra's better against Seismitoad position, I think I'm going to go Hitmontop plus Tapu Koko here. Maybe I can threaten some damage here, and then in the back, you have Yveltal to help clean up. Do I even like Kyogre? I feel like Kyogre is not even going to help. Like, I feel Kyogre is not going to help. I might actually have to bring the Cinderace on board here. Because Seismitoad, it's just Fairforn is really annoying. I don't know if they're going to bring it though. I could definitely see them going with like a hyper aggro mode here. I think that they're definitely going to bring Kingdra, Kyogre, and the Zacian. And then I think Fairforn is the last. And in order to not lose to Fairforn, I think I do need the Cinderace. Although in the rain, it's not really going to help. Maybe Kyogre is better damage-wise? I will find out. Maybe it's better to bring the Cinderace. However, I guess we'll find out. This matchup does not look good in my favor now. Like, it looks really bad. I think opposing Swift Swimmers are just really tough for this team, because Seismitoad does not beat opposing Swift Swimmers, that's for sure. Let's see. Especially since Kingdra's probably faster than Eliki on these teams. We're going to see the Kyogre Kingdra lead, and that to be expected, basically. Let's find out if it's Scarf or not, because the Scarf is going to come huge into play here. Are you not Scarf on the Kyogre? Interesting. Okay. Wonder if I can knock out the Kingdra. Seems difficult. I can fake out Kyogre. I have no idea if the Kyogre specs. Well, it's not Scarf. I can tell you that much. I wish I had Helping Hand here, because Helping Hand could put on some pressure here. But yeah, I don't put on any offensive pressure other than my Ogre Thunder. And I'm pretty sure their Ogre is... I can't tell if they're Ice Beam or Thunder, actually. What do I want to do here? Do I want to max? Probably. Did I take the gamble on the Kyogre? That could be a thing. I could go for Fake Out plus Thunderbolt, although if I get it wrong, I'm in a really bad spot. I could go for a... I guess I could go for a Max Lightning here into the Kingdra. I could go for a Fake Out. I guess it's not too bad. I also really want to double up the Kingdra, but yeah, I think let's just go for Fake Out and Max Lightning here. They're going to Dynamax here. I'd imagine this is going to be Kingdra. Actually, it should only be Kingdra, because we know that the Kyogre is not Scarf on this team. So let's see how much damage this does, because who knows? Maybe Sucker Punch could threaten afterward in the end game. Maybe. That's a hope. I could have Electro-Upped here, but I'm pretty sure that my Tapu Koko is just still not outspeeding the Kingdra. Actually... I don't remember how the Swift Swim calc works. I think it's like you take the original speed out of the Pokemon, times it by the 2/3, and then you multiply it by 2. So maybe I could outspeed. Although, actually, maybe I could have with Electro. So maybe it was a mistake to max the Koko here. Although I really want the damage on Kingdra bad. I also don't want to reset the terrain here. Kyogre going to protect, no surprise. Let's find out what this is going to be from the Kingdra. Gonna be Fake Out into, so I could have closed Combat Lightning. It would have been a fine double up here. We see an Airstream immediately. Okay, into the Hitmontop, which is going to pick up the knockout. All right, fair. I think that's okay. I'm still dishing out quite a bit of damage. I do have Sucker Punch as a threat. If Max Lightning could put this in range of Sucker Punch, that'd be really nice, although I don't expect it to. The Life Orb, here comes Max Lightning. How much damage does this do to Kingdra? Nowhere near enough damage, I think, for the Sucker Punch. Okay. So we bring out the Yveltal here. And I guess we haven't lost a Sash yet, so maybe there's still outs here. I'm going to bring out the Yveltal. I'm going to threaten a Sucker Punch. I think I'm going to go for 2 Sucker Punches in the Kyogre slot. And I think I just got to pray that they double target my Tapu Koko slot right here. And I think go for that Sucker Punch into the Kyogre, because Water Spout would do a ton of damage to my team. I could go for a double Sucker Punch endgame into Kingdra, but if the Kyogre crits me here, I am absolutely screwed. So I might as well go for the Sucker Punch to a KO into the Kyogre here. So we go for that. We go for the Sucker Punch into the Kyogre. It is a huge amount of damage. Max Geyser does come out in that slot. Perfect. Okay. This is a doable game. Water Spout. Okay. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect right here. This is perfect. Okay. Do I need electric terrain anymore? No, right? It's nice for the Zacian because I don't have a game plan against Zacian yet. A Kyogre doesn't... I think I still have to call something, right? Because I could Sucker Punch that slot and I can go for a Starfall here into the Kingdra. I think Starfall, the Kingdra is always the play because I think it does more damage. Do I Tailwind or do I Sucker Punch though? Because I feel like the play here should be to Tailwind, because I feel like Kyogre might protect here. I think I go for it. Let's find out. Do they protect? Okay, that's huge. That's huge. Who did they go for? Did they go for the guy? Who are they targeting? Guys are gonna come out. Okay, which slot? This is big. Okay, Yveltal's fine too, because I didn't. Okay, so it didn't matter where I Sucker Punch or thing. Okay, they didn't attack with the Kyogre though. That's pretty big. Okay. Big Starfall into the Kingdra, which is able to pick up the knockout, hopefully. Okay, there's a shot. Not a good shot, but a shot. Okay. Misty Terrains on the field. I have no idea who's faster between Zacian and my Kyogre, though. That's the big question. But there's a chance. Where there's a chance, I'll definitely take it. Let's find out who's going to be brought out here. Tapu Koko could seal up this endgame. We're going to see the Zacian come out. Okay. As we bring out the Kyogre. How fast is my Kyogre? Because my Kyogre doesn't even look faster than Zacian if it's adamant. I might have to go for Protected Kyogre and just hope they don't double into the Tapu Koko slot this time around. Let's see. Kyogre is not fast. Okay, so I think if I have any shot of winning this game, I have to go for a double Electro up here and protect. I could also go for Origin Pulse Miss on their Kyogre, which is also another out. We're gonna see the Zacian actually retreat here. Okay. Ferrothorn. Oh, this is a problem. Is it? If the Kyogre survives, this is actually pretty good for me. I get the Protect off. Origin Pulse. If this misses, this is huge. This misses, this is huge. Does hit. All right. I really need my Tapu Koko to outspeed the upcoming turn. Okay. My Tapu Koko. I need to hit Electro up too. Okay, Electro up does connect on both. Does not got the Kyogre actually. All right. This end game. Oh, it's not looking good in game wise. It is not, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I just don't see it. Zacian's gonna come in here, and I have no idea if it's quick attack. I don't know how fast this Zacian is. I think I have to gamble. I just gotta hope it's a slow Zacian. I think at this point, I think I go for the Electro up and a Water Spout right here. There's a chance that Zacian also protects in Ferrothorn and just takes the knock on Kyogre, where I could go for a Water Spout crit in the Pharaoh. But yeah, this is looking like a good game out at this point for us, because I'm pretty sure that we are going to fall victim to the Ferrothorn. And yeah, I was worried about Ferrothorn, but I don't think Cinderace would have really helped us out. Maybe it was, because Cinderace actually did put on pressure against... Wait, did Cinderace actually put on pressure in the end game? Okay, hold on. We do get Electro up, so that's a start. If the Zacian is slower than my Kyogre, maybe. I don't know what kind of Zacian's slower than this speed stat though. Yeah, they go for Behemoth Blade. They target down the Tapu Koko, maybe. Okay, hold on. They might have messed up. They might have messed up. Water Spout's gonna do a lot to the Ferrothorn. They went for power up and missed. This is not an over game. That did no damage. That has to be Assault Vest then. Are you telling me that Cinderace was the call? I guess Cinderace was the call. Okay, hold on. You do survive one power whip. Rain stops though. We also have misty terrain, so we can't even go for thunder para. Okay, Origin Pulse. Yeah, this game's over. Unfortunate. Yeah, not much I could have really done with what I had. I think like no matter what, like the categories of plays don't change unless maybe I Starfall early. If I Starfall earlier, the Kingdra, that change it. Or if I Sucker Punch Lightning, maybe. But no, that doesn't change anything, right? Yeah, it doesn't really change anything. I'm pretty sure like all the plays that I made were pretty much the only options that I had. Because if they airstream the Hitmontop, then nothing changes whether I fake out not or close combat. Whether I Dynamax the Tapu Koko or not, I guess. And it actually was better to have Tapu Koko not have Dynamax there, so Electro Up actually put on pressure. Yeah, I mean, I guess I had to bring the Cinderace in the back, and maybe Cinderace could have cleaned up actually, because the Kyogre really didn't help us. I think in the end game, I think having that Cinderace would have probably sealed it for us if we hit Pyro Balls, of course, because we did have to hit Pyro Balls. We could have had Tapu Koko plus Cinderace in the late game, and yeah, it looks like my initial judgment of having Cinderace was probably better, but I was a little bit too worried about like my pressure against Zacian. But yeah, it didn't work out, unfortunately. Gastrodon, Charizard, Groudon, Incineroar, Grimmsnarl, and Zacian right here is a pretty standard example of the team that did win the recent Salt Lake City Regional Championship right here. What do I want to exactly go? I don't really like Tapu Koko here, although preventing the electric terrain's nice. Seismitoad's probably really good here because of the power-up option for the Gastrodon, and Gastrodon should be brought against my team. What would I say they would bring here? It's gonna be Zacian for sure, Gastrodon, Groudon. Last Pokemon could be Incineroar or Charizard. I could definitely see Charizard over Incineroar right here. What do I want to lead here is the question. That can give me enough momentum. I think it's probably the Seismitoad plus the Hitmontop lead. Just dealing with the Gastrodon is going to be annoying right here. With the Charizard, although a lot of the Charizards don't run Solar Beam on this team, they run Ancient Power. So I guess that's a thing, but if the Gastrodon's next to Charizard, I can't hit it with my Water type moves. I can't even hit the Charizard at all, actually. Let's just go with, I guess we're going to try out though. Yeah, because I do want to bring Hitmontop, or maybe Seismitoad plus the Yveltal, because I can at least get Tailwind off, which could be nice here. I do want to kind of provide the fake out pressure and like maybe force a switch. So you know what? I'm going to go with the Hitmontop plan. Have Kyogre and Yveltal in the back. Let's see how this is going to go, because I just don't see myself bringing Tapu Koko here. It's not really that good against Sun, and I don't see myself bring the... Yeah, I just would only see myself bring these four. I think Cinderace, only case I would justify it is if I could put it in a really strong position, but with screens potentially, with a Gastrodon, this doesn't seem like it would be worth here. We're gonna see the Grimmsnarl plus Charizard, and okay, this is probably a really good lead for me because I am able to lead with the Hitmontop and the Seismitoad right away. And I do threaten the fake out here into the Grimmsnarl. Now the question is, what are you going for, Grimmsnarl? Are you switching out into the Gastrodon here? Are you going to... Well, actually, I don't even think they have Gastrodon then. Because if they had Gastrodon, that means they didn't bring one of the restricteds, and I just can't see not bringing Groudon or Zacian in this matchup. So they brought Grimmsnarl. I'm pretty sure that this is probably a safe Max Geyser here into the Charizard slot, I think, and switch into Kyogre. And you know what? I'm going to attempt to risk it because I think that would be the case, right? If you bring Gastrodon out, I can just overgrow the next turn. They actually brought Gastrodon? Did they not have Zacian or Groudon in the back? Because if you don't have Zacian, Yveltal's looking scary, and okay. This is still all right. I don't think I mind this position too much. It just depends on what Grimmsnarl does. If it Spirit Breaks my Ogre in this position, yeah, that could be a little bit troubling. However, I think for the rest, it can be okay. I really wish my Seismitoad had Airstream at times, because there are points where I feel like I want to Airstream with the Seismitoad really badly with the Kyogre next to it, because then I would be in a really good offensive position. However, I just don't have that option here. Let's find out. It's going to be a Reflector going to come out. Yeah, okay. That's all right. I could probably Water Spout and max Overgrow the Gastrodon slot. They might expect me to switch out the Kyogre and go hard Charizard. And if they stay in with Gastrodon, I mean, I get an Overgrow off and it's not too bad, I suppose. So yeah, let's go for that Overgrow here and a Water Spout. Because again, we're trying to get rid of Gastrodon because once we get a Gastrodon, Kyogre, Water Spout just dishes out so much damage to my opponent's team. And I don't know if they really have a good counterplay to that. So let's just go for the overgrown Water Spout. We're going to say Protect from Gastrodon, which is fine. I do get a very powerful Water Spout off here. And yeah, they could be losing 2 Pokemon next turn potentially. They go for the Thunder Wave into the Kyogre, which isn't really pleasant to see. Although, as long as my Kyogre doesn't get paralyzed on important Water Spouts, it should be fine. If it gets paralyzed here, it's not even too bad. But interesting to see Thunder Wave. We usually see Scary Face on this team. We do get the Overgrow into the Gastrodon right here. Okay. Nice. And I want to go for a hard read here. I kind of want to... No, there's no reason to make a hard read, right? Okay, yeah. If I get paralyzed this turn, I'm not really that minding it. Because I'd rather just go for an Overgrow Water Spout and pressure the Gastrodon now. And this Water Spout coming up is actually going to be important. Because it's either a single target Water Spout and Grimmsnarl, or I'm hitting something that I really want to attack here, which is either Groudon coming in, or Zacian, or Charizard, whatever. I just get a really important amount of damage off right here. So let's just go for a Water Spout and an Overgrow. They're going to switch out the Gastrodon, which is fine, into the Zacian. So no Charizard back. So they don't have a way to change the weather, actually. Okay, then this should be Light Screen here. Yeah, Light Screen. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, you have Thunder Wave, not Scary Face, so I still can go for well, I guess I can't go for Earthquake, into their Zacian. It would be really nice if we could. I mean, we could go for Liquidation, although I don't know if that's going to be worth it here. We do get a very powerful Water Spout off. Okay, perfect. So no Groudon's really interesting in this matchup. Huge amounts of damage to both Pokemon right here. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. And then next turn, I guess it could get tricky, although I think we're all right here. I think we just go hard into our Hitmontop here. Yeah, we could go hard Hitmontop. We could also just go for a Earthquake here, I guess. You know, Earthquake's not too bad. I'm pretty sure even in grassy terrain, Rift Reflect will still pick up knockouts, and then we can go out into our Yveltal, and then next turn we could threaten Tailwind. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Let's go for it. I think Yveltal's a pretty good play here. And an Earthquake. Just getting Tailwind up for next turn can get me some really big momentum, I think. Let's find out. Gonna be Zacian Protects, that's okay. And maybe next turn I'll power up the Zacian slot. Could be a play here. Earthquake gonna come out, target down the Grim. If we can pick up the knock-on Grim, that'd be fantastic. And I feel like with the Life Orb we should be able to. Okay, it doesn't pick up a knockout, a little bit unfortunate, but let's see. Do Spirit Break who? Spirit Break the Yveltal. Okay, damage on Yveltal is a little bit annoying, however still very manageable in this case. I think I go for I think I'm gonna solo Power Whip I'm gonna go for the Power Whip in the Zacian. I think Sucker Punch and the Power Whip is fine, because I think this is Gastrodon coming in. Well, actually, hold on, do I want to Power Whip? Because if it's Gastrodon coming in, yeah, I actually do want to Power Whip. I want to Power Up and Sucker Punch because I don't need Tailwind up this turn. It doesn't affect this turn specifically. I might as well just go for the Yveltal KO, because if they stay in, I hit the Power Up, I KO the Zacian slot. If they swap, there's a chance I snipe the Gastrodon. If I can snipe the Gastrodon, that would be pretty big. Zacian retreats. I think Gastrodon makes a lot of sense. Yes. Okay. 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 Hit the Power Up. Hit the Power Up. Hit the Power Up. This is really important to hit the Power Whip. Oh man, Seismitoad. Come on. Did you see that huge Power Whip play? Did you see that huge Power Whip play? And did you see why 85% moves cannot in this format? All right. We Earthquake here. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Okay. I guess we're gonna Tailwind here and we're gonna Earthquake. There's no way they stay in with the Gastrodon here, or at least they're not gonna let the Gastrodon take a Power Up here. Earthquake should knock out the Grimmsnarl this time around. I might as well just get that Tailwind up now and focus on the game plan so I can handle the Charizard when it comes in. Really? At least we're stalling out screen turns, but imagine a huge Power Up into that slot. We're gonna see the Gastrodon retreat into the Charizard. I thought about it, but there's like no point in targeting the Charizard right there. There really is not. Okay, Earthquake gonna come out and knock out the Grim, and we do get the Tailwind up at least. So at least something's kind of going right here my way. But yeah, not exactly It could have been a knockout in a Gastrodon. That's all I've said. It could have been a knockout in the Gastrodon with the grassy terrain and the life orb. Would have been probably a wrap, because then I think Kyogre could just sweep even with the paralysis. The no solar power on the Charizard factor is just huge. Grassy terrain disappears, so I don't get any healing anymore, unfortunately. Gastrodon is going to come in here. And yeah, this is probably Airstream and something right here. I think I'm just going to protect my Seismitoad right here, and 2 turns of Reflect, 4 turns of Light Screen. Okay, we can go for I guess a Foul Play to Charizard for some damage. Yeah, might as well Foul Play the Charizard. Should be Protect Gastrodon and Charizard Airstream. If they overgrow, this is going to be quite annoying for the end game. I might have to make a hard read potentially. Charizard does Dynamax here. Okay, no surprise. If you're overgrow, this is going to be really annoying. Let's find out. Are you gonna go for a Foul Play here and a Protect? Let's see if both water ground types do protect this turn. It is, yeah, because you don't want to risk power up here, because it's very likely I target a power up there, because I can't touch the Charizard otherwise. Foul Play for some chip into Charizard. Not bad. We're gonna see a overgrow. Okay, this next turn's really scary, really crucial. I should live this. Yep. Okay, if they lose Gastrodon, oh boy. Do I predict Gastrodon to... Oh boy. This end game is so rough looking. So there are 2 plays that they can go for here. A double protect attempt with Gastrodon, or switch out. I don't know which one they're going to commit, because I can power up here, but I really want to... Like, the safe play here for my opponent, I think, because Gastrodon is such a big win con, I think, is switch out into Zacian. So what I could do here is I could Liquidation, I could swap to Kyogre, and that will allow me to KO. The problem is this is very risky, because if I don't get... If the Gastrodon stays in, I lose. You know what? I think it's probably exciting here. You know what? Let's go for it. The big play. Let's go for the big play here. Come on. Come on, switch out. Don't risk your Gastrodon. Gastrodon's such a big win con. But they could go for the double protector and miss here. Chance. Come on. Please switch out the Gastrodon. Yes. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Okay. Zacian in. As long as you don't max guard the Charizard for some reason, we're fine. Liquidation into the Charizard. Doesn't pick up a knockout. Are you... Oh, I've seen Liquidation KO Charizard before. Oh, with Reflect. There's still one more turn, isn't there? Okay. Okay. Still doable. Still doable. That was not according to the plan. That was not according to the plan originally. Reflect wears off. Okay, do I want to go in a Yveltal, or do I want to go on a Hitmontop? Yveltal threatens Sucker Punch. Hitmontop could beat the Gastrodon, but I'm really worried about this end game. I think I'm going to go Yveltal here. I think I'm going to go Yveltal. I think I'm going to... Ooh, okay, wait. I think I have outs here. So I have Sucker Punch threat into Charizard here, which is most likely my play. They are +1 with the Charizard. My Yveltal is probably... Yveltal hits what, 120? So I hit 240. I'm slower than Charizard if it's max speed. I just don't know. I revealed Sucker Punch already. You know, I'm going to Foul Play to Zacian, and I'm going to Origin Pulse here. Let's find out. All right, it protects... Wait, it's faster? Oh, the Zacian switching on Airstream. I'm dumb. All right, Wildfire comes out. Okay. Can Hitmontop beat the Gastrodon? I feel like I needed Ice Move on my... I needed Ice Move, didn't I? Yeah, I knock out the Zacian. I also did Origin Pulse, unfortunately. I was thinking of maybe going Hitmontop for the Kyogre originally, but I felt like it could have been bad if they actually did go for an Airstream here. Like, I thought of going to Yveltal right here, then switching hard into Hitmontop, but I feel like Hitmontop's probably the way I do the most damage to Gastrodon. Yeah, and now we have the Wildfire chip too. Granted, we have grassy terrain, but that's helping them. I'm pretty sure I lose because they the safe play that they have here is just probably just going for a yawn with the Gastrodon, and then they protect, and then I lower my defenses. It's taking too much damage. Yeah. I fought with the damage. Even with the reflect up, I was like, wait, did the reflect wear off? And then I realized, wait, there's more turn. But I really thought I would have done enough. That's very unfortunate right there. Fake out into Thunder. I mean, there's really no difference here. What's the Kyogre does? I mean, fake out's even a waste of time because it's just healing back with the leftovers grassy terrain, I suppose. I mean, at this point, I could play for Timer. Can Timer be a win con? I don't think Timer could be a win con. Actually, maybe it could. I guess I'd have to go for Timer win con, huh? Yeah, I guess I'll try to go for Timer. No, I'm pretty sure this match has not gone over for 20 minutes. Even if I stall out successfully, I just don't imagine it. But I guess I'll try. I mean, there's really no hurt. So I'll just stall out here. Because if they want to go for the yawn play, it's super passive, right? 2 close combats might knock out the Gastrodon. And if I can get the 2 KO on Gastrodon, that could be huge here for the Timer. If they go for Earth Power, though, then it's a different story. But I do think that their safest play is probably to go for yawn. And that's what they're most likely going to go for. I do have Citrus Berry with the Hitmontop if they do go for the Earth Power right here, although I think they just get enough healing. So just all out here for the, I guess, the 45 seconds, and I'll just try to play it from there. All right, close combat and a Gastrodon. If we crit, that'd be nice. Does only about a little bit over half. Okay. This is yawn. Yep, yawn. Okay. All right, so they are able to get leftovers and grassy terrain. They are probably just going to protect here to be safe. And then I really need the Timer to win here because I just don't think I have enough turns. I think I should have realized my win con earlier and started taking time when I went for the when I had the Yveltal out. I'm pretty sure grassy terrain disappears, so they do have to go for the protect here. I'm pretty sure because it's a close combat could be a roll here. I'm pretty sure we can win this game because I don't think the 3-minute timer's ever popped up because I think it's like really close to, but I don't think we're going to have enough turns, unfortunately. Can we... I guess it depends on how much Earth Power does too, because if I do enough of Earth Power, but I mean, not Earth, yeah, how much they do with Earth Power, does it proc my Citrus Berry? Can I get a first turn wake and maybe crit? I guess that's my out here. Yeah, I guess that's my out here. Actually, Timer could be benefiting them now. I definitely have to go for a close combat here, and I can't waste time now. I have to go for the close combat offense play and hope just I get a crit at the end, I think. A first turn wake into a crit. That's my only hope. Could have been a real different game, but Earth Power is going to come out into Hitmontop. I do survive, I guess. Citrus Berry heal. Okay. Oh, Hitmontop. Oh, Hitmontop. Come on. Come on. I need a first turn wake. Give me at least the first turn wake into a crit. Come on. Come on, Hitmontop. It's the only out. If they protect here, it's fair. Okay. Close combat? That was a crit, wasn't it? Oh, that wasn't a crit. Okay, that just did a little bit more. Oh, so close. So close. I think I made the plays I kind of had to get back into this game. I guess like what I've had to do then is probably... I don't know, actually, now that I think about it. I guess I would have had to... Did they go for Airstream or did they overgrow with the with the Charizard when they took the knockout on Seismitoad? Because if they took the knockout on Seismitoad with Airstream, then I had no play, right? Because I need Kyogre decently healthy, and I need to not switch into Overgrow or Airstream on my Hitmontop, which would have probably O-code, and I probably need that to win the game. Because I think if I had a chance to win the end game, I needed to catch an Overgrow on the switch out the Seismitoad in the Hitmontop, take the Overgrow, and even then I need Kyogre to pick up double knockouts, and then I need Seismitoad to remain against Gastrodon. So maybe preserving the Seismitoad was a little bit better, but I thought that I would KO the Charizard with Liquidation at that range, so I was hoping. And then I got the Gastrodon switch right. I got both times the Gastrodon switched in, switched out right. I just got that's just the thing about Power Whip, man. That's just a thing. But still a good game nonetheless. And that is the show. I think that's the first time I went negative on this series in quite a while. And yeah, I've been on a pretty nice winning streak, I think, overall this season. but I just don't understand this team, and maybe I should just check out how Ryota played with his team, because I'm pretty sure it's probably way different to how I played it, or maybe there were just some matchups that I just wasn't used to. But yeah, I've tried playing this team, and the offensive tools just feel like I don't outspeed much with Tailwind anyway. The defensive tools aren't really there, doesn't help me, I feel like, but maybe I am playing the team completely wrong. Make sure you go check out Ryota down below in the description. You can check out the details and of the team there as well, and let me know what you think of the team, because I am still lost with it. But you can always try out the rental code on your screen here. Let me know your thoughts about it, and you can check out the rest of my Series 12 content where I use a lot of cool teams and a lot of fun Pokemon. But that's gonna be it for me. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.